Hi, this is Julia from Wag Your Tail Grooming, and I'm here with my neighbor Archie. Hi, Archie. Archie lives across the street from me. If you guys ever come for your grooming, you might see him running around outside and playing. And I borrowed him today, even though I am close. People have been asking me, how do I trim dogs' feet and their face? Julia, can you give me any pointers? So I asked to borrow Archie so I could try to give you guys some tips. He has a black face, so it may not be easy to see, but we're going to see what we can do. So Archie, super duper curly, and I've brushed out most of him so that you can see, I can get to his face. His people have been doing a really good job since we had to shave him down once. He went through his coat change and he went naked, but his people since then have been doing a great job brushing and keeping up with him so that he's not too tangled. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to do is pull all the hair back here so you can get to the hair around his eyes, which is right in here. And all I'm doing is taking my scissors, laying them flat against his nose, and trimming. I know Archie. Archie's pretty young, but he's getting really good at this. But yeah, my fake scissors are just flat, so I'm not poking him in the eye, they're just going along his eye. This is for all of you people at home that don't have clippers. I know, Archie. All right. If you do happen to have clippers, I take mine with a number 10 blade and I kind of draw like the letter C. Hold on. And it just gets the inside a little bit more. I try not to go too far down so we don't shave out their entire face. But that gets it even more, so you can actually see Archie's face. Then we're going to take our comb and brush all of this hair on the top of his head forward. Alright, then my scissors are going to go at a 90-degree angle. They just sit here on the bridge of his nose. And I cut whatever hair gets in the way. My biggest pet peeve when people are doing home groomings is they give you mom bangs. You know, the bangs where your mom starts cutting them here and they end up way up here. And a lot of times you do that because your scissors aren't at a 90-degree angle. See, Archie, can you move your head that way, buddy? Your scissors aren't at a 90-degree angle. Instead, I know, they're curved back. So instead of trimming just the front, you're going to trim off all of this part here. Don't do that. Just trim 90 degrees, right with the bridge of the nose to get all of that hair right in front of his eyes. And I like to go back and fluff it up again. And go back. Hold on, buddy. And just trim that all up. 90 degrees. Nice and flat in the front. Now, if you're going to get a little fancier, his top is a little flat, so I'm going to go just on a little bit of it. So if you're finding that the entire top of their head is becoming really poofy, you can take the top of their head and fluff it together, and then grab it. Is he sitting still? Can you even see this? There you go. And grab it right here. His mohawk. And the scissor. His doesn't need to really be done very much because it's pretty much, and then I shake it in line with everything else. And then I just blend it to match the rest of his head. Now if I was going to be doing this for an actual grooming and not just scissoring him up, I would get my curved scissors out so that it follows the curve of his head. But he's just getting a light trim so he can see, and for demonstration purposes so you can see what it's like. Alright, if I'm going to trim the edges of his ears, his dad may have been playing a little bit, trying to get the knots out of his ears, which is okay. I'd rather have you get the knots out of your dog's ears by cutting them out than by leaving them there and having them grow. But you can see where his dad's taken the scissors to his ears. But I just hold them down there and cut. And same with the other side. Hold it down and cut. I'll use my scissors. Here's the edge of his ear, so I know that it's that that distance from the edge of his ear down. And I can do that on the same side. Find the bottom of his ear there and measure down to see that I have both ears even. Because I wanted you guys to see what it was like. You're taking your slicker brush and you're just going down, this is breaking up all the mats and all of his tangles, getting all of the sticks out. He was just playing outside before this. Break up everything with your slicker brush first when you're brushing him out. And then grab your comb. Start at the bottom and work your way up. Kind of like when you're told to brush your own hair. You want to start at the bottom and work your way up. That way you're not picking all the mats in the top and making them tighter going down. So start at the bottom. And if you come across a tangle, just go through it gently. When the comb goes through the whole way, then you know you've gotten it out. Just go through like so. Okay, so then to trim up Archie's feet, get that out right there. Okay. To trim his feet, you can do it two ways. I'm going to pick up his foot. Now notice my elbow is underneath his butt and it's going to support him so he doesn't have to balance on all three legs. And I'm just going to take my scissors flat with the pads of his feet and scissor out. You can see he was busy playing in the mud. And scissor out all the hair that he has there. Then I'm going to take my scissors and go about a 45-degree angle right around his feet. Back. No, go closer. There we go. Okay, I'm going to take his foot, lift it up, and then just draw a semicircle around his foot. It's always err on the side of caution. Hopefully you can see that. Let's go back a little bit. So I picked his foot up and just circled around his foot. And go to that side and circle around that foot. And I let him put it down and I can see if anything has been sticking out. Like over here you've got some stuff sticking out. And I'll just circle around his foot just to get his hair shorter. If he puts his foot down, there you go. Then I can see even more hair that sticks out and just blend it together. All right, let's see. Here's his foot. You can see the bottom of his foot. So I'm just going to circle, kind of keeping my scissors at about a 45-degree angle to the pads of his foot just to get all of that hair off. There's his foot. So I'm just going to pick it up, brush the hair to one side, and just start drawing a semicircle around it. Brush the hair to that side, and draw a semicircle around it. And I put his foot down, grab my comb, and just get all the parts that are sticking out. This side, get that, just so his hair blends in to the bottoms of his feet. Now his feet can hopefully stay a little bit cleaner for his people until he's able to make an appointment and come in for a grooming. I hope that this was helpful for you guys. If you have any questions, give me a call, send me a text message. Facebook messaging is usually the best way to get a hold of me. Please stay safe, stay away from people, wash your hands, use lots and lots of Clorox wipes if you can find them, and hopefully we can do together soon. Your dogs can be groomed and everybody can be clean and healthy again. Stay safe, everybody. Have a great afternoon. Bye.